Hello again, everybody. Yanni here. We're going to move on today and talk about the most wonderful, exciting, everybody's favorite growing up experience, namely high school. Actually, and I know, and everybody knows, almost no one has an awesome high school time. If anything, it's probably going to be the worst school experience of your life. For me, that wasn't quite true. It was pretty bad, but it was still better than growing up or attending the public schools in Hawaii. Still, I was widely considered to be a hippie by the redneck factions and the jocks. Definitely the weirdo, freak, not in any of the end cliques. I hang out with the D&D people and the gamers, and it was about the time I actually first started finding board games and actually had access to a library. I literally read every book in the Floyd County High School Public Library in order alphabetically, starting with A, and I got all the way up to K by the end of the second year, at which point I decided I was going to be a little bit more discerning, because at that point I kind of figured out which genres I liked and which ones I didn't. But yeah, I read everything the library had through Stephen King, excluding, I guess, anything that was stolen and never came back. I spent 2 years in regular high school, and then I managed to get into a program called Governor's School, which was a sort of technical school set up in Pulaski, and students from all around the area would go to this for 3 periods maybe. So the thing that sucked about it was I had to catch the bus at 6:30, so I had to get up really fucking early every day, but it was worth it because the school had all sorts of technology. We had a LAN, we had access to Archie and Gopher, which don't probably mean anything to you guys, but this is back in the days of Usenet. No internet yet. This was before Al Gore created the internet, as it were. And so the last 3 years were pretty awesome. I got to do a lot of stuff in the morning, and everybody there was, a technophile, a big geek in some respect or other. They were smarter than your average person. I thought that 1330 on my SATs was pretty terrible because, I knew people who were bitching about having missed one question on it. They didn't get a perfect score on the SATs, and so I thought I did pretty bad. Which, I would have liked to have done better, but that's a whole other can of worms. But also during the summers, I participated in a program for poor families below the poverty line called Summer Youth Employment and Training Program. I worked at the school board, at the courthouse, and then third summer I worked at the library, and I really liked that. And I continued to work at the library for 3 years until I went off to college. Now, this job paid, I think, a little bit more than minimum wage. It was like $6, which was a hell. I think minimum wage was like $5.25 at the time or something like that. And I remember it was a little more than minimum wage. I don't think I have any records of those times, but I squandered all of that money. I got addicted to a couple of play-by-mail games, which are sort of the predecessor to MMOs. It's a Crime, Monster Island, and there was another space game, I can't remember what it was called, and I played those, and I spent, probably $300 to $500 on those every summer. And the times that I wasn't playing games, I spent reading. I didn't really get to hang out with friends a bunch over the summers. But that is the uber quick summary of high school, which for me, again, was much better than it was for some people, I'm sure. And yeah, next next time we'll do college, I suppose.